Jankupov, I'm trying to call, but why is she not picking up the call? Is she busy? Called her father. Her father picked up the call, and Uncle, where is Wine? Why she is not picking up my call? Wine is with Ren. They were going outside for fresh air. His face fell. Uncle, why did you send her with him? He's not a good boy. He is a good boy. He helps her, but he is not a good boy. I know him. Go behind her. He will hurt. No, I regret leaving her with you. Go to her. She's your daughter. How can you leave her with a stranger? Okay, don't worry. I'm going. Her father came and started playing with him. He was waving so softly and gently with him. There was so hard. There was no heart hate in his eyes for her. His father walked towards them, and she looked at him. Dad, let's go. And they started walking with them. Why does he want to talk to her? Ren asked. He was worrying for her because she was not picking up the call, and also he was saying that you are not a good boy. He still hates me. Why nodded. He always called me because he doesn't like when I talk to you. Do you mind it? No, I just want to go. He walked towards his house. She was looking at him and feeling bad because she forgave and Chanku always behaved rudely with him, even though he was not a bad boy. On the call, how many times do I have to tell you to stop talking to him? Chanku, why are you always calling me? I will call you. I will not call you again. He was shocked to hear the last words. I'm sorry, but why are you saying that you will talk to me? Huh? Why, please don't cry. I'm really sorry. I'm sorry. I will talk. I will talk with you rudely. I will never talk with you rudely. I promise. Okay, now tell me, did anyone disturb you today? No, no one disturbed. Behaved rudely with me and disturbed you. And I went to the park. Do you enjoy? Yes, so much. Man, don't you miss me? I miss you so much. I'm not alone, and he's always with me. He smiled in anger. Okay, do you take your medicine and help me to take the medicine? And finally, his anger burst out. What friend? Why are you saying his name in every conversation? You know that I don't like him. You call his name in front of me. She flinched and started crying loudly. You promise that you will behave rudely. You will not behave rudely with me. When I'm not behave rudely. I'm just saying. I know you bullied me, but people change. I know you care for me, but now you are not with me. I need a friend. I don't want to feel alone. He's a good boy. If we try to do anything, I will tell you. She started to speak. Why are you angry all the time? I'm sorry. I'm happy that you are happy. At night. Gwen was sitting here while looking outside the window. She was waiting for Anne because he always came at night and talked to her. He had no quiet intentions and dirty thoughts for her. Because he knew that she has downstorm, she fell asleep while waiting for him. The next morning she opened her eyes and looked at the clock. She turned her wheelchair and grabbed her clothes. Every day she kissed Janku. She missed Janku because he prepared everything for her so that she couldn't hurt. Now she did everything for her own. She looked at his frame and grabbed it. But suddenly Anne entered through the window. He looked at her and she turned her face. Wine, go and get ready. We don't have much time. She put the frame and nodded, went to the washroom and he grabbed the frame. I don't like you. He said while looking at his frames, and then a few minutes later she came out and they both walked out. Why, Uncle, father smiled and he put her on the wheelchair and walked out. Her father liked her. He's a good boy more than Janku. Her father smiled. You are saying this because you don't like Janku. There's no comparison between them. But I knew Janku. He's such a good boy and helping her to get better. They were walking by suddenly once. Sia said and then stopped. How are you doing? I'm fine, she said while smiling. Where is Janku? He went with his parents out of the country, but really how? He was not ready to grieve you. His father forced him. Oh, okay, go school and started working. And Sia looked at them. She was surprised that he left and take care of her after school. In her mouth, he put the medicine. I don't. I know you hate it states, but it's so good for your health. If I want to talk again because I want to go with him. Don't you like it? Of course not. He doesn't like me, and also he wants you not to with me. I know he always hates me. Why? I will tell you one day. Now let's go. He grabbed the handle, and when she was smiling because she was enjoying, while on the other hand, she will start liking me, I'm sure. But how can she fall in love with her bully? He was staring at the ceiling where his mind was full of her. She will not do this. I don't have to take tension. He opened his eyes and suddenly looked at the cleaner and he at first he looked at the clothes because Dudevine was coming to meet him. He was happy that she was coming. She started waking and started behaving like a normal person. He was so happy that finally she came to meet him. He didn't get a chance to go back because he was always busy in meetings and she never stopped talking to her. Now he was sitting here on the doorbell rang and the maids opened the door. She entered unhappily and Lord caught up while smiling, but he smiled up when he saw her with Jenny. He also entered with her. She walked towards him. Janko, I miss you so much. I'm happy that finally I'm seeing you. She smiled. How do you think that it's time to meet your best friend? Because I wanted to give you a surprise. What surprise am I going to marry? She said excited, but his heart broke and he smiled fan and would not resist. But why? He asked. What do you mean? We love each other. How can you fall in love with him? And what problem do you have? Don't you know? He got up angry. No. He also got up. Guys, stop it. Janko angrily walked and she followed him. In the room, he entered angry, but he also angered with the wide answered Jerry in anger. Janko, what's wrong with you? He turned and looked at her with red eyes. Don't you know what's wrong with me? I was with you every time. I did everything for you, and you are saying this. You will marry him? Of course, and I will love you so much from the start. I didn't judge you and still was with you. But I didn't want someone would take my place. But I can't leave him now. I will not let you marry him. Understanding he shouted and her tears started falling. He opened his eyes and Junk wake up. It's time to go to college. He also sat down and massaged his temple. This was the second time he asked. His head was hurting. No, I'm tired of my useless horse. But if she really married him, no. No, I will never let that happen. He caught up. In evening, and tried to stand. No, I can't. My legs hurt. She was crying. Just try. You can't walk for if you try. She nodded and they helped her to stand. She grabbed the ropes. You can sit now, and I helped her to sit down on the bench and she wiped her tears. Don't cry, she sobbed. I want to go to Jango. She was missing me and sat down on his knees. Call him. I know it's so painful if I do this, but it is good for you. She nodded. At night it was so forceful. She was laying on the bed while talking to him while his tears were falling. Why are you crying? Be brave. Come back. I miss you. His heart broke. I miss you too. Don't let me come. But don't worry. I will come to meet you so soon. I want you to stay strong. And now tell me, what do you do today? And then she started telling me her stories and was sitting in the window while watching her. She didn't know that he was watching her. How could we be so attractive? How could someone still love her knowing about her condition? He was thinking about Shankar was doing too much for her. He was amazed to see his soft as for her. He knew that he rejected so many girls because of wine. 1 week later, Janko entered the Australian and saw his father working on the product. His father wanted to build a company in which he can introduce his products. Janko wasn't interested at all, but his father wants him to stand by him. While on the other hand, the doctor was giving her training to stand on her feet. She was also taking medicine and doing exercise. Every day she covered training and they talked every day. And he knew that Anne was with her, but he stopped saying anything good about her and she said, I'm breathing heavily. Can I walk again? Yes, one smile. I want to go there where he lives. The dad nurse looked at him. Whom are you talking about? I'm talking about my best friend. We live together instead. It's very hard for me to live without him. You know, he always takes care of me. And now he's playing and doing this for me. He always thinks good for me. He's such a good boy. I noticed she always talks about him to everyone. She told everyone that she had a best friend named Janko. 4 years later, Janko went many times to meet her, but for a year he didn't go. Now he was standing in the office while massaging his temple. He was not but looking at the files. He just edited and working on night to check every detail. His mind was messed up. Suddenly, secretary entered. Let her in. He was surprised to hear her name, but he knew that she couldn't come because she was sick. Now God entertained and he looked at her and what a fine. He smiled and he walked towards her. This is really you. He touched her face. You are not in dream. Now stop dreaming of me with anyone because I come for you. He smiled. Now she was standing in front of him and also Andrew was smiling, but Janko smiled because he thought that his dream come true. Janko, I love you. He again smiled. He was shocked to hear that sudden confession. Really, he picked her up in happiness. He looked at her and she was walking towards him in a bedroom. He was so happy that his dream was just a dream. He married her and was happy to see them big. But her stepmother was not happy because she didn't like Janko. She stood in front of him and they announced them husband and wife. He kissed her and hugged her. He couldn't believe that his dream became true. So she was walking and normal. She was fully recovered and so money had not turned storm. He did so much for her. Was so happy.